Hello and good evening. My name is John, and we're playing Straimium Immortaly as part of my Steam cleaning series. We go through every game in my Steam library, eventually, and then arbitrarily rate and review them because that's how this works. Let's see what happens. I have no idea what this game is because I'm playing it blind. I'm going to go to begin. Whoosh. Tutorials. I guess I have to go forward in this tutorial. Movement. Alright, a little dodge. Primary fire. Oh, secondary fire is kind of cute. That's interesting. You don't change the direction you're shooting. What's this? You don't change the direction you're shooting. Your ninja powery offer amazing splendidity ability. Your power plunges over time or when you switch rooms. Status tree. Okay. So is there exit both of these ways? By the way, nice job finding. Yeah, thanks. I found the status screen button. Seems weird. What a lovely juicy orifice right before the ploughing on in. Hello, golly. I knew something nice nestles in Das clammy depths. Okay. I guess I go back. You'll find many nice stuffs by exploring proper. Must learn to live with your mass genocide. I've mastered every basic move now. So it's now time for shooty guns, bangsy, bangsy, yes. Oh, oh, here's the door. Alright, so it's a little bit of a bullet hole. Great murders come great niceties. Big boss is a way to kill. Locked door with the big key, alright. You can find key within the vortexes, but it's also danger. Please kill the baddies, do not read pointless text. The enemy projectiles are a little hard to see. Well done, son. You can unlock the biggie gaties now. You're almost there, stray boy. I has a dream. Big boss is waiting. I got an achievement. I'd rather do the tutorial again? Alright, I'm gonna close and reopen the game and make it back a menu. Not exactly what I want to do, but it's a little weird. Alright, skip. Begin. Not. Alright, I guess I have to do the whole tutorial again. That seems terrible. I want to play the game, I don't want to do the tutorial. Oh. Analog stick doesn't select. doesn't select the options. Enter cubicle. Medium. Sure. Oh, that's my seed. Alright. That must be, this is obviously roguelike. How dare enter Queen Nasty. Nasty. Are the bubbles hurting? No, they are. I don't get the bubbles. Let's try that again. Queen Nesty! Definitely bullet spongy until you get a first upgrade or two. Alright, I got my health back. There's a counter for those little pink guys that I kill. Uh-oh, I am trapped. You? Aha, open please. Okay. The, I don't know if I want to say gross out aesthetic is really interesting, at the very least. Like, it's definitely different. But I'm having a little trouble with the contrast. Can't seem to pick that up. Oh, is that orange power? I don't need it? No. Alright, so that is actual health. I don't know, I kill those poor guys. Check our map. Let's keep going down, we'll do a whole column. Alright, this is the boss room. Oh, he exploded, or it exploded into a bunch of... Do we go in this orifice? Yes, we do. Kinda wish I would have found a power-up. Also a little annoying that all the shots seem to be somewhat homing shots. What are you? You do not look destructive. So I get this all back and end up in this room? No, I don't. Okay. Hopefully I'll get a power up for shooting this room. Alright, to the left. Definitely not a fan of the inability to change shooting direction without having to stop shooting and fly the direction you want to shoot in. Oh, I've got floating hearts. Alright. Not sure what those do. Maybe they're extra hits? Let's go up. Another 4? Yeah, alright. Oh, I can go to... Alright, well, we'll just stay where we're at. These are big levels. Walking into the left waterfall. How's that hurting me? When I'm walking on this fire. Nice, those little guys. And they got even smaller. Alright, so those hearts are actually looking like shields. I guess is good. Oh, hey, buddy. Well, I guess I would have preferred much more permanent upgrade than a temporary one. Yeah, too many homing shots, honestly. I guess they want you to keep moving, but it's just tough to line up a shot when you're always having to dodge something. Are they just one of those body guys? Well, so far so good. More of these little guys to top. Is this the left waterfall? Will they die if they touch the spikes? Seems that their bullets go through these barriers and then go. And the weird space creature's heart grew 3 sizes that day. Oopsie looksies like you ain't carrying crafts yet. Gorponics? I don't understand this game. Door with a keyhole, what could it be? Oh, cool, more homing bullets. It's a real shame I can't shoot up. Ugh. Alright. Let's talk about Straimium Immortaly. I think it's an interesting concept with the roguelike and the gross out visuals to it. It's just, it should have been a dual stick shooter. Like, I know it's unfair to say, you know, to talk about someone's gameplay design and aesthetic, especially if I'm doing poorly and don't understand it, but I'm limited to shooting, as far as I can tell, on the 2 axes, and I also have to stop and turn, which is really just not equivalent to the enemies that are shooting constant homing shots. Now, granted, like, that's part of the game, and that's the design aesthetic for it, and the design direction. It's just not enjoyable to have to, like, get into weird nooks and crannies and get way too close to enemies to be able to attack them when they can shoot in all directions and I cannot. So I guess there's power-ups that might accompany that or make it work better, but it just doesn't feel as fair or balanced as I'd like from the start. As far as power-ups go, like, I like more permanent power-ups and I like the temporary hearts and stuff like that, but that's whatever. The levels are really big. Like, that's got to be at least 1, 2, 3. It's got to be like 11 by 11 or 10 by 10 more likely. That's a lot of stuff to get through. And you move really slow. I mean, there were teleports and stuff, but just the act of moving around. I mean, you can dash, but still, like, just a bit of a slog. And maybe I should have dashed more away from those attacks or something, but I felt like I had to get up in there to do any damage. And that said, like, a lot of the enemies feel like bullet sponges. And again, this is probably all going to be balanced out when you get to more power-ups and stuff like that, but right off the bat, it does not make a strong first impression. So this has been Straimium Immortaly, version 6.23. I can read that. Cheers.